Alright, what's up, Taurus? Welcome back. Thanks for the like, share, subscribes. Oh my god, first card out, double energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus. Hopefully you are freeing yourself from this toxicity, letting go of unhealthy attachments, addictions, changing your life in this new year. You got the devil card out, first card out. Let's see, this could have been something that you were struggling with maybe in 2021. Maybe you could have been addicted. You could have been, like, if this is in regards to like drugs or drinking, smoking, something like that, or just unhealthy attachments to anything, this could have been going on since you were 15 years old, over 15 years. Let's see what's going on with my Taurus. Or you could still be fighting this, but I don't know. Let's see. What's going on, Taurus? Yeah, the Fool. You letting it go. You're letting these things go. You're letting go of anything that don't serve you anymore. I feel like it's ran its course. Yeah, this Ace of Wands. I don't know if you're having like a, yeah, the World. Damn. Ace of Swords and the World card. Okay. So I feel like you're going through a time. Look. Oh my God. I ain't even, let me talk. Let me talk. All right, Taurus, I feel like you definitely going through something where you have to let this go. It was almost a situation where you had no choice. Look, death. You had no choice. You had no choice but to let these addictions, unhealthy attachments, toxicity, you had no choice but to get this shit out your system. It was going to ruin you, actually. You could have had a dream about this, or you just weren't thinking straight. And I feel like you haven't been in your right mind for years, possibly since you were 15, like I said, or for the past 15 years. You could have been dealing with somebody who was toxic as fuck for the past 15 years. This person has been in your energy. They have been controlling your mind, the way you think, everything. It was a calling for you to release this person, to let it go. With this Death and Rebirth card, it's like you had no choice but you had to sever ties. You had to move forward. You had to let it go. You had to cut the cords. You had to cut the cords. Stop the attachment. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Stop having sex. Stop running your mouth. Stop gossiping. Stop lying. Stop cheating. Stop creeping. You had to stop doing everything that you were doing in this time. And like I said, I feel like it was a calling for you. With this Ace of Wands and this World, followed by this Judgment and this Death, is like you had no choice. I feel like the Most High came through and gave you an ultimatum. So I don't know if this, like, some life-altering things happened. Some life-altering things could have taken place. You could have gotten sick. You could have lost somebody, like a death. Maybe a death did this, or you got sick, or you lost some things. I feel like you had to take some losses for you to really sit back and change your mind. You were caught in like a rat trap for a very long time. And I think a lot of this stuff just clouded your judgment, clouded your mind. You couldn't think straight. You couldn't make any decisions. Your crown chakra, your third eye, all of that was completely blocked during this time. So you had no choice but to release it. And I feel like you were given a second wind, almost like you're getting a chance at a new life. You're getting a chance at a restart. You're starting from zero too. So you may have to like get another job, pick up a new hobby, start your life completely over. You're starting back at the chopping block. You're starting back at ground zero. Who don't like a fresh start? It's the top of the year too. Happy New Year 2022. So especially if you've been doing something the same way, you can't get nothing doing things the same way. So it's like, in order to do something or get something that you've never had, you're gonna have to do something you've never done. And that's exactly what this energy is. What's going on, Taurus? Okay, that's too many cards. Too many cards. All right, Spirit, 1 or 2 cards, 3 cards. Actually, let's just keep a minimum. What can we get, Spirit, for my Tauruses? All right, Ace of Cups. Yeah, your heart wasn't in it anymore. I feel like you had gave it your all. You gave something your all. And it's like you were given this drug, this attachment, this other person, this unhealthiness, anything that was unhealthy. for you, I feel like you was giving that your all instead of pouring into yourself. Now you're in an energy where you want to pour into yourself. All this love you got to give, your heart could have been affected by this as well. So this could have absolutely been in regards to another person, or something happened to somebody's heart. This broke you down. Like I said, you had to release it. You had to free yourself because it was no longer serving you. It was actually doing more damage than anything. Yeah, strength. Like I said, you're starting from scratch. You're starting from scratch. You could be dealing with a Leo. Look at the heart around her neck. It's something regarding somebody's heart. Somebody's heart was rocked. Somebody rocked your heart. Or this drug. And I hate to keep referring to that, but I was just like, maybe this did something to your heart. I don't know, but it's like you gotta get your strength all the way back. You have to get your strength all the way back. Like I said, you're starting from the bottom. You started from ground zero. You're starting from the ground up. It's like now you have to re-put your heart back into something else, because everything else that you were doing up until this point was garbage. It was trash. It was toxic. It was you could have sold yourself to the devil maybe in like years ago when you were 15 or something. Maybe you put yourself in the streets, or you decided to do ratchet shit, or like just lived on the opposite side of things that were right. And now you're actually being called to do the right things. You're actually being called to do the right things. And you have to start from scratch. You have to get your strength back. And that is okay, Taurus. It is okay. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. You got a lot of love to give. And not only that, a lot of people don't get second chances. I feel like this is your second chance. However it had to happen for you, however hard it was, like it needed to happen this way, because maybe you weren't seeing it any other way. You weren't going to move. You weren't going to take this new leap of faith with this Fool card. You was never going to free yourself from this. You was never going to do it. So something drastic had to happen. To make you move your feet. You liked where you were. Because you had become comfortable. It was easy. It's easy to operate on the dark side of things. But it's not your energy. Your heart is way more pure than you think. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. So you're starting something new. You planted some seeds a while ago, and now you're finally ready to watch them grow. I feel like you've grown too with this King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You've grown now. You're older. Unfortunately, if it's been 15 years, 13 to 15 years, I feel like you probably missed a lot of your prime times, you know? So it's like you're older now, you're wiser, you can make better decisions. You can listen to like your peers or something like that. Like, it's time for you to be a man or a woman. Like, it's definitely time. It's time for you to grow up. And not only that, it's time for you to grow. Sorry about that. It's time for you to grow. Not just grow up, but it's time for you to grow with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you got help too. It's almost like, didn't I just say you're more godly than you think? You have a lot more opportunities going, like things going for you than you think you do. With this Nine of Pentacles, you have help. This same owl in this picture helping you reach your higher self, or reach what it is that's for you, is the same owl that's in this picture. This could be a messenger for you. So I don't know if you lost somebody that's older, wiser, that gave you the moves and the plays. Somebody could have gave you the play. An older relative that passed on, because this is I'm actually seeing where like maybe somebody died, like somebody passed, and that fucked your heart up. So you knew you had to change your life and how you was moving. What can I get for my Taurus? Yeah, communicate clearly. Yeah, it's time for you to communicate clearly. I feel like you weren't able to think straight for many years. Now that you can think straight and you got to start over, you got to be very clear on what it is that you want and how you're going to be able to get it. You're going to have to talk. You're going to have to say that. Say it with your chest. You're wiser now. I feel like your words are a lot better too. With this King of Swords. And not only that, with this communicate clearly, you have to be very clear on what you want. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, for me, I always say this. If you're a male looking at this, a man's word is his bond. Like, if your word ain't shit, ding ding. So if your word ain't shit, then you ain't shit. And as it goes for women too. Like, if you can't hold your word, if you're not a woman or a man of your word, then you ain't nothing. And I feel like that could have been something that you struggled with a lot in the past. And now you have to communicate clearly. Now you got to mean what you say and say what you mean. Especially if you're done with all this toxic stuff. Drugs or stealing, thieving, lying, cheating, scheming, whatever the fuck. Whatever this is. I feel like if you're really done with this and you're moving on because you know there's a higher calling on your life. You're letting go. Stepping into the unknown. Taking this new leap of faith, you're going to have to communicate clearly with everyone around you. And mean what you say. And not just with the people around you. This is the divine too. So you could have prayed for this. Like I said, you lost an elder, right? So now, if you ever prayed to them for something or you went to them for something, or you could have asked for them to like remove this, whatever it is from your body, get you off of it, get it out of your system. You want a new life, whatever. All right, bet. So now we're going to hold you to your word. What else can I get for my Taurus? Yeah, get more information. Get more information. I feel like you did that. So that's you literally praying and asking for guidance. Get more information and communicate clearly. You have to be very precise and specific on what it is that you want and where you want to go in this lifetime. All right. You're learning. You're definitely learning. You're starting over. You're learning everything all over again. And it's okay. It is okay because like I said, you're protected. So you definitely have a messenger or somebody helping you in the near future. So, yep, in the near future, some things are going to come into play for you. But you're going to have to be very clear on what it is that you want exactly. And it's going to happen in the near future. So that could be within the next 3 to 6 months, within this next year. But you're going to need to get more information. You're going to need to communicate clearly for it to happen. And that's talk to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher self. You can finally see through the mud. So through the fog. You can finally see and think straight now. Make sound decisions. Alright, Taurus. Everything gonna be alright in the near future. If you were looking for an answer for something or when things are gonna be together, when your finances are gonna turn around, I feel like in the near future, okay? When your heart was gonna be restored, when was you gonna get your strength back? In the near future, okay? Alright, Taurus. Thanks for watching.